Hi everyone, this is Jonathan here for On Gamers. I'm here with nRated. nRated, how are you doing after that win that you just had today?
Feeling a lot better than the loss versus Gambit. I felt, well, this game was kind of in our control while we lost all control in the Gambit game and had to claim it back once, like piece by piece. And I feel like overall this game went how we wanted to go, and we had a straight up game plan and we went through it. And you saw it inside of the game, like we basically didn't give up control at any point, even though they rotated around, but we didn't really like get affected by the rotations. So it went pretty well for us, and I feel like we are in a lot better shape after some games now, because we felt a bit shaky coming into this week, but now we feel like we stand a lot more consistent, and with the next week of practice, I feel like we're gonna come up ahead.
Okay, about that Gambit Gaming, won't say an entirely new Gambit Gaming, but they have Alex that is not there anymore. Is that a big factor for them, you think?
I feel like there's a lot of like team synergy went like missing with Alex, because they played with each other like for so long time, and I guess there are a lot of calls missing that Alex made that you were maybe not aware of in the first place when he left. And filling those big shoes is a hard step. I think Nick is so far doing like not bad at all. He's actually better than I expected him to be. But overall, I feel like they have lost something, and they need to kind of get together again as a team, which will take them quite a while of practice and effort to just get back in shape and show each other, like show everyone that Gambit is still alive for some point. Right now, I feel like they're not as consistent as they were before, and they're kind of shaky, especially when it comes to mid and late game calls.
Okay. What do you think about, as a fellow supporter, what do you think about the Gragas pick? Some people in solo queue might be tempted to try it out. What do you think about that? Yesterday it didn't go all too well, but today, well, they won. What do you think about it?
I've tried it myself. I feel it's very strong up to a certain point. It has its weaknesses as well as any other support, but it's very strong. Like the remake has really made it like beneficial for support, and right now I feel if you pull it out right in the right comms, it can be very, very good.
Okay, going back to the Copenhagen Wolves game, they have had some changes as well. How do you feel their team is doing, their synergy is doing in the game? How do you feel that those two players are adapting to, well, the LCS and to their team?
Well, it's hard to get like two complete new players in the team and kind of get the same synergy as you had before. I feel like they also need just practice and practice, and then we will see it pays off by time. Woolite so far has played very well. I'm impressed by it, because he has really big shoes to fill with Forgiven. He's a very gifted player, and having those shoes in front and like that reputation in the back, and then coming here and showing up a relatively strong performance, very consistent, not many mistakes. I think he's doing very well, and he's beneficial for the team right now.
Okay, a lot of people that we've interviewed have already they've given their top 4 for the LCS. Some didn't really want to give their top 4, but a lot of them have placed SK in the top 4. What is your top 4?
I'm not sure if I should place our team in the top 4 right now. It's just not because I don't want to, but it sounds a bit cocky if you name yourself as one of the top 4 teams. So I'd rather go for top 3 and just claim us as the 4th. I would say right now that Fnatic, if they get up in shape, they can be better. I think they haven't shown what they are made of just yet. Beside that, Super Hot Crew looked pretty strong with their new lineup, better than before, even though they're a bit shaky when it comes to decision making. Alliance is individually very strong. And, well, who else? I guess that's about it. Like those 3 basically are making right now the shape, and we will see how far they go. Rocket as well, but they look a bit shaky, but I think with practice they're gonna go back and come back like as strong as they were last season. It's just all about like the way, the practice works for everyone and how much you put into it.
You guys have been working with an analyst from the last split. You also have that sports therapist coming in, helping you guys out. A lot of people have been saying with All-Stars that more teams will need that kind of approach. Do you feel like you're a bit ahead of other teams by having that approach, like since last split?
Our infrastructure is very well. I think we have a lot of support. We are still new. We didn't know how to work with a sports psychologist, same as an analyst. I feel like we're just coming to the point where we actually make a use out of the analyst. Last season was rather little impact. Now it's getting more and more and more, I feel. And on top of that, the sport psychologist also helps us a lot, like with the mental issues that you come into a game, being nervous, having problems to focus, certain motivation issues. Like I think that helps a lot, and having more like help on your side and getting more backup from everywhere is just helping, and it takes off pressure off yourself, and it just helps overall. I feel it's a very good thing to do, but you have to find the right people that suit the team. So that's a personality thing, and you just have to see who you can work with and who not. For us, it works, and we might be a step ahead not just because of that. I think as a team we are just very motivated, and we have the right approach of many things. But on top of that, we also have that support, so that might actually give us an edge.
Okay. Do you fantasy LCS?
Yeah, of course. We have a league together in SK, but like beside that, I haven't really fantasy LCS. I just wanted to see like how the system works and everything. But right now, like in the last part of the game, for example, we already shouted for points and started a bit of laughing. But I think it's a nice thing to do, and Riot did a really great job like inventing such a thing and just implementing it from other sports. But beside that, like I haven't really had a touch with it.
Okay. Any last words to sponsors, to your fans?
Well, just thank you for SK Gaming and making everything possible, and of course, thank you for my team. And being able to play with them is just a dream, and I just try to fulfill and step up big shoes and just do everything I can to compete on the highest level and actually make it to Worlds. That's the big thing about all the summer split right now. Just make it to Worlds somehow.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for the interview.